vain attempt to complete the perfect and priceless work of Christ, which they assume to be incomplete and imperfect. We, that is true believers, Paul says, through the Spirit by faith are waiting for the hope of righteousness that is based on God's grace. Believers all already possess the imputed righteousness of justification, but yet incomplete righteousness of total sanctification and glorification still awaits them. For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory that is to be revealed to us. The creation itself also will be set free from its slavery to corruption into freedom of the glory of the children of God. Romans 8:18-21. In this life, believers are still waiting for the completed and perfect righteousness that is yet to come. Paul here Paul here mentions Paul here mentions three characteristics of the godly life: the life that continues, that the life that continues to live by the grace through which salvation was received. First of all, it is a life lived through the Spirit rather than the flesh. Second, it is a life lived by faith rather than works. And third, it is a life lived in patience, waiting, and hope rather than in the anxious uncertainty of bondage to the law. Okay? So as long as we're patient and chill and live by faith through the Spirit, we'll be all right. Okay? What is Matthew 8:5? We're going to look at Matthew 8:5. Matthew 8, verses 5. Okay, and it says, and when Jesus was entered into uh, Capernaum, there came unto him a centurion beseeching him, and saying, Lord, my servant lieth at home, sick of the palsy, grievously tormented. And Jesus saith unto him, I will come and heal him. The centurion answered and said, Lord, I am not worthy that thou shouldest come under my roof, but speak the word only, and my servant shall be healed. For I am a man under authority, having soldiers under me, and I say to this man, Go, and he goeth, and to another, Come, and he cometh, and to my servant, Do this, and he doeth. He doeth it. When Jesus heard it, he marveled, and said unto the said to them that followed, Verily I say unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel. And I say unto you, that many shall come from the east and west, and shall sit down with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. But the children of the kingdom shall be cast out into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And Jesus said unto the centurion, Go thy way, and as thou hast believed, so it be done unto thee. And his servant was healed in the self same hour. Okay? So, you took a man that was under authority, recognizing that Jesus was under authority and had the capability through faith to manifest the power in order for something to be done. And it was done. So, like I said, I can't walk into just any hospital. It's got to be a hospital that, one, God gives me authority to go to, and two, will be able to do it. I'll be able to actually work and see God's manifestation work. Okay, it says we walk by faith, not by sight. Faith come by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. Okay, you can't exercise God's power outside of God's delegated authority. You cannot just release God's power, okay, indiscriminately without God's authority. Power will not be released in areas where his power and authority are not honored. Matthew 9:1-7. Matthew verse 9. Matthew chapter 9, 1. And he entered into a ship and passed over and came into his own city. Okay? Verse 7 says, and he arose and departed to his and behold, they brought to him a man sick of the palsy lying on a bed. And Jesus, seeing their faith, said unto the sick man, unto the sick of the palsy, Son, be of good cheer, thy sins are forgiven thee. And behold, certain of the scribes said within themselves, This man blasphemeth. And Jesus, knowing their thoughts, said, Wherefore think ye evil in your hearts? For whether it is easier to say, Thy sins be forgiven thee, or to say, Arise and walk. But that ye may know that the Son of Man hath power on earth to forgive sins. Then saith he to the sick of the palsy, Arise, take up thy bed, and go unto thine house. He arose and departed to to his house. But when the multitude saw it, they marveled and glorified God, which had given him such power unto men. And as Jesus passed forth from thence, he saw a man named Matthew sitting at the receipt of custom, and saith unto him, Follow me. And he arose and followed him. And it came to pass, as Jesus sat at meat in the house, behold, many publicans and sinners came and sat down with him and his disciples. Okay? So, let's look at Matthew 10, 1 and 5. And where he had called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out, and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. Okay? And we're checking verse 5. It says, These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go ye into the way of the Gentiles. Go ye into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as ye go, preach, saying, The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Be sick, heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give. Okay? Provide neither gold nor silver nor brass in your purses, nor scrips for your journey, neither 2 coats, neither shoes, nor yet stays. For the workman is worthy of his meat. Okay. So he gave the disciples the authority, but they were only able to exercise their authority and allow the power to manifest in the city, in the chosen city of Israel. They were not supposed to go out to the Gentiles. Not until Israel, the Jews, rejected Jesus as the Messiah. And the reason why they rejected Jesus as the Messiah is because he rode into the gates of Israel on a donkey rather than a white horse, as they thought would happen. So, I didn't get through everything today, but basically it's this. Jesus is real. I've answered questions. The power of God does not manifest itself outside delegated authority where he delegates the power to manifest itself. It won't manifest itself in an area that's not going to honor his power and authority at all. So, as always, this is Rambo. Keep the rubber side down for those who ride, and may God bless.